This case is about Romel Jacinto Dante Silverio. Silverio alleged in his petition that his name was registered as Romel Jacinto Dante Silverio in his birth certificate. His sex was registered as male. Silverio further alleged that he is a male transsexual, that is anatomically male, but feels, thinks, and acts as a female, and that he had always identified himself with girls since childhood. Feeling entrapped in a man's body, he consulted several doctors in the United States. He underwent psychological examination, hormone treatment, and breast augmentation. His attempts to transform himself to a woman culminated when he underwent sex reassignment surgery. The trial court rendered a decision in favor of Silverio. Meanwhile, the Republic of the Philippines, through the Office of the Solicitor General, filed a petition for certiorari in the Court of Appeals. It alleged that there is no law allowing the change of entries in the birth certificate by reason of sex alteration. The Court of Appeals rendered a decision in favor of the Republic. It ruled that there is no law allowing the change of either name or sex in the birth certificate on the ground of sex reassignment through surgery. Should the court grant Silveri's petition for correction of entries? The court ruled in the negative. A person's sex is an essential factor in marriage and family relations. It is a part of a person's legal capacity and civil status. Under the Civil Register law, a birth certificate is a historical record of the facts as they existed at the time of birth. Thus, the sex of a person is determined at birth, visually done by the birth attendant by examining the genitals of the infant. Considering that there is no law legally recognizing sex reassignment, the determination of a person's sex made at the time of his or her birth, if not attended by error, is immutable. When words are not defined in a statute, they are to be given their common and ordinary meaning, in the absence of a contrary legislative intent. The word sex, male and female, as used in the Civil Register law and laws concerning the civil registry, and even all other laws, should therefore be understood in their common and ordinary usage, being no legislative intent to the contrary. In this connection, sex is defined as the sum of peculiarities of structure and function that distinguish a male from a female, or the distinction between male and female. Female is the sex that produces ova or bears young, and male is the sex that has organs to produce spermatozoa for fertilizing ova. Thus, the words male and female in everyday understanding do not include persons who have undergone sex reassignment. Furthermore, words that are employed in a statute which had at the time a well known meaning are presumed to have been used in that sense unless the context compels to the contrary. Since the statutory language of the Civil Register law was enacted in the early 1900s and remains unchanged, it cannot be argued that the term sex, as used then, is something alterable through surgery or something that allows a post operative male to female transsexual to be included in the category female. For these reasons, while Silverio may have succeeded in altering his body and appearance through the intervention of modern surgery, no law authorizes the change of entry as to sex in the civil registry for that reason. Thus, there is no legal basis for his petition for the correction or change of the entries in his birth certificate.